What's happening, everybody? Hey, check it out. We're going down here to one of my oldest clients, Dr. Shaw. Been doing snakes there for years and years and years, but he lives right here on Lake Conroe, and he's got a beautiful place. It's right on the edge of the water, and I'd be fishing there every day if I lived there. But he's got snakes to get up on the bank, so we're gonna go over there and do a little work for him, get rid of the snakes, keep them down in the water where they're supposed to be, down with the gators. Caught beavers there too. But yeah, it's one of those days. Weather's kind of weird today. We don't know what it's going to do. Maybe it'll rain later today, but rain don't hurt snakes. So we're going to go over here and see what we can do. Alrighty. This is not one of them fancy new trucks that has the beep slow. You got to catch it. So don't drop it. It almost hit me. All right. Now we got some super secret stuff here. I don't know if you can read that. Snake juice. My own blend of snake repellent. And look here, I know they sell a lot of stuff to get rid of snakes, but me, okay? I developed this stuff, and it's not unpleasant. It's got a lot of stuff in it, and it can be expensive, but it works. And how do you find something that works? Well, what do rednecks do? They like to experiment. So we got us a water moccasin. I put it in my backyard, and we went to mixing some snake juice up, and we started spraying it and checking it out, and we found what snake likes and don't like. You know, a lot of stuff that you can buy in the store, they don't mind. But the stuff I mixed up, they don't like. They like to stay away from it. This stuff actually works. I use it in my yard. The only rattlesnake that I have removed doing this job has been in my front yard. It's the only rattlesnake. It was a timber rattler. We got it, and they were still protected then. I actually called the game warden, got permission to take it to Buffalo, Texas, and I released it out where nobody would mess with it on a big ranch out there, ranch approved. And but this stuff right here works, and I do a lot of snake services on people, and man, bet y'all wish you knew what was in it, but I ain't telling nobody. I'm taking this to the grave with me. But until then, we use it. Brine snake juice. So what we're gonna do over here, you see that's the lake. And there's boat slips all up and down here. Well, the snakes like to get out, there's a big drop off right here, but snakes like to get up on there because they get out of the water. They can sun themselves and warm up because the snake is a cold-blooded animal, so they like to get up in the sun. They get up on these limbs right here and then they'll sun themselves. So we'll take a look and see if there's anything down here, and then we'll start treating this whole side right here. But they like to get up in this, all these sticks and grass and stuff, all the way down to the water. And the good thing about my snake juice is not harmful to the environment at all, not in any way, shape, or form. So if I get a little in the water, it doesn't hurt. This is all natural stuff. I don't use anything harmful to the environment because the little animals, they're my friends, you know. I do remove them, but I do like the animals, and I like the environment. I don't want the environment to be all nasty and jacked up like we've been doing lately. But I'll run it pretty thick down here, and it settles. And what they do is they come out the water and they get up on my treated area, and it irritates them. I won't tell you exactly what it does, but they just don't like it. So they'll slip back down in the water, and they'll go over there and they'll climb up on other places. What's that over there on that dock? I can't tell what that is. It looks like something, not the black thing, but to the left. Looked like an alligator tail.
2 snakes.
Is it 2 snakes? Yeah, it is. Like over there, see? They don't like brine, so they go over there on the other side. Maybe they should call WGT and have me come over there and treat the area. But yeah, they won't stay over here. They'll go over there. I think I'm gonna get me one of them high-speed backpack sprayers. I used to have one, man. I could really move out then. I might get me a new one, so that's good and thick right there. Well treated. Get it all up on here. Just get in and out of the trees, spraying all up through here. Watch out for poison ivy, because it's never fun. And sometimes people say, hey Brian, you're messing around with snakes. You don't have any snake boots on or no leg garters or nothing? No, last snake bit me, took him like 3 weeks to die, agonizing death after, you know, biting me. It's terrible. Only takes 2 weeks with Chuck Norris, but with me, it takes 3 weeks. I'm not as high speed as Chuck. I wish I was, because Chuck is the man. Anyway. There's some good fishing right here, boy. Woo! I need to start putting my fishing pole in my truck. Come out here and spend a little time catching some fishes. A lot of poison ivy. You see this right here? Check this out, y'all. This leaf right here. Leaves of 3, leave them be, guys. Poison ivy right there. It's all over right here. All this, that's poison ivy. So if you see that, if you're allergic to it or don't know, just stay away. Look, it grows up this tree. See all this right here? Look, eesh, that'll jack you up in 3 different directions. At least it does me. I don't have any fun when that's going on. And see what it does? It just filters down through all these leaves and gets all over everything, because snakes climb trees. We don't want them over here on this property. They got dogs, grandkids. We want to make sure this safe environment over here. And we have had a little bit of rain in the past few days and brought the water level up. There's an old dead fish right there. Turtles eating it. Even the turtles like fish. I love fish. I'd like to go catch me a bunch of white perch. You talk about good. Fried sockeye. Sockeye, that means paper mouth. If you're from Louisiana, you know. Delicious stuff right there. See how I'm just letting this mist just float down and it settles all over this bank? I'm telling you, even the lizards, the little gnolls, they don't like this stuff I lay down. So they'll leave too. A lot of times people get scared of them. They're harmless, but if you're walking along here and something jumps out at you, it might scare you, you might fall over in the water, and that's about 8 feet down. It's water, but it would still hurt, I think. Oh man. Dang. Oh, there you are. A little tortoise shell, little turtle shell. He done passed away, but that's pretty cool right there. It stinks really bad. Woof. Better wash my hands. I'm gonna go get some tacos after this. Bad. Don't pick up things, especially dead things. Let the dead lie. You know, they even sell a battery operated sucker. You ain't got to pump that sucker just all the time. Maybe I'll get me one of them. Oh yeah, they got some nice ones. See how that just filters down in there? Nice fine mist. I use a little bit stronger whenever you see me adjusting it when I'm in the open, but whenever I'm doing the inside these trees like this, I'll do a real fine mist, and that settles down in there, floats through. It's pretty good. This is where I caught some beavers. He had some beavers over here, and they were chewing up that tree on the corner. They were tearing it up, and I come out here and got set up on them. Caught a beaver right here. So the last time I was over here, well, no, it's a couple times ago I was over here, and they had the bass tournament. What is it? Not a Bassmaster, but some big bass tournament. They were videoing. The ESPN was here and everything. There must have been 10 boats right here fishing. And I got here and I needed to jump in the water, and I couldn't jump in the water. I didn't want to mess up their fishing, but man, they were fishing all over in here, and I see big bass here all the time. So I wish I'd have been able to jump in the water that day. I had to come back. You can see this tree right here. I had to cut it, but the beavers had chewed it all up, and now it's already sprouting back. But they climb up on the bank right over here, come over here, and they chewed that tree up. So I went ahead and cut it because it was dead. But I'll spray all around on here. Snakes like to get up on this dock. Like I said, everything I use is environment friendly. So that's why I'm spraying. It gets a little in the water. It ain't hurting nothing at all. Some snakes like to get on this edge right here, and they'll sit there, sun themselves. Like an old alligator. I don't know if y'all knew that, but every now and then them alligators will get up, they'll sun themselves. I had to remove one. Sucker was 10 foot. It was on the other side of the lake a couple of years ago. They called me, Brian, there's a 5-foot gator over here we need removed. I said, okay. I get over there. I'm like, 5 foot? This is his grandpa. That sucker was huge. People don't know. They always hear it's a smaller one. If it's a small gator, they're gonna say he's big. Oh, come on, puppies. Them dogs know me. They've been knowing me for years, and they still bark at me. They don't like me. I know puppies. Actually, they're happy. Yeah, puppies. Puppy dogs. Puppy dogs. I know. It's okay. Scotties, they're awesome. I mean, puppies. Exactly. Loves WGT. So, who's the world's greatest trapper? Yeah, that's right. He said you are. That's right. See, you got to speak dog language. Man, if it was me, I'd put me a bench right here and I'd fish. I had a fish pole right there and a fish pole right there. Man, it's full of bass up in here. Beautiful. Main lake's back that direction. Back over there is the main lake. Come through. Right in here is just a beautiful cove. People are blessed with this property. I don't know what kind of grapes these are. These are gonna be cool grapes. Right there. Start me some vines. That'd be Brian, the world's greatest grape grower. I don't know if this works yet, but I'm gonna try it on armadillos and see if this will work on armadillos. That's a good idea. I just come up with that because you know why? I'm the world's greatest trapper. So maybe I can be the world's greatest deter guy. Deter armadillos from getting in your yard. Let me do some experimenting with some stuff. You never know. I might come up with something kind of cool that actually works. You know, if I use it, it's gonna work because I've already tried it. I'm gonna try everything. Come on, y'all, this is what I do. You having issues with wildlife? This guy. Talking about when I got out of the Army, looking for a place to get my hair cut. I used to go to this sports themed barber shop, and they did a good job, but it wasn't what I was used to in the military. It was a full-blown high and tight. So one day I was driving down 1488 in Magnolia, and I seen the sign that said Parks Barbershop. I was like, man, I whipped around, pulled in. I walked in the door, and I kid you not, there I was. Deer heads all over the wall. There was a full-size bear. There was a mountain lion, a snake, a mounted snake, and just all kind of memorabilia from military firefighting equipment, all kind of stuff. And it wasn't a busy shop. There was only, I think there was 3 or 4 barbers in there. One guy getting his hair cut, and I walked in, I looked around, I was like, can anybody here cut a high and tight? And they all just kind of looked at me like I just stole money. And they were like, the owner, Jason, was in the back corner. He goes, Oh yeah. And I was like, all right, I'm home. So I sat down and got my hair cut there. Get my hair cut there every time. So Jason's my barber, been my barber for forever. And I'll cheat on a diet, but I ain't gonna cheat on my barber. Okay, I ain't gonna cheat on my wife, but I won't cheat on my barber. Don't go to anybody else. I go to Jason. So, but you don't get that anymore away from the military post. And the haircuts are more expensive out here. You know, back over at when it was Fort Hood, it cost me like $5, $5.25 to get my hair cut. Everything out here like $25. But you know it is. You got to pay to play. Inflation, it's real. So.